Okay. I know I haven't made too many videos, but I'm trying to make a few changes in my life and work for the better here. What you see here on my table is basically what I swept off the floor. Yeah, I clean from time to time, and I have been in a cleaning mood lately. I guess it's that spring cleaning thing that, you know, they talk about from time to time. Anyway, these are pieces that I could not bring myself to throw away, even though other people would have said, junk, toss, junk, toss. Too small to make anything, junk, toss, right? Not me. Not me. I have to admit that that's part of my, I wouldn't say my problem. I am a hoarder, but I'm starting to hoard in better directions, I think. That's going to be the fun part of it. All of these things that I have here on the table, I am going to try to create something that wasn't there before. Or, actually, some of it is already there. Like this one, looked like just a swirl, but it actually is a nice little Mountain Dew green snake. So that goes into the already to sell pile. And I'm going to be doing a few others. So, but that is what's happening right now. Ooh, I see a lizard. Do you see a lizard? Looks like a lizard to me. Let's see if I can make it into a lizard with very little, or well, a little bit of effort, right? Right. Oops. Gonna see about putting on some didymium lenses here and see what I can do. Fire it up. Oops. There we go. There we go. Rod that was found on the floor. I'm not going to use everything that was from the floor to make these things with, because I feel like some of it does need a little bit of TLC and added as you can see, I just took this off the bench, nice and cold. The idea is to ease it in and warm it up before you really get it into the flame. And with that, as you can see, I made enough now. Wire cutters, crimp where I'm going to put the neck. There we go. It's a nice size neck. Tweezers I just had in my hand. I'm going to press and pull up a little. Oops. Press and pull up a little bit. There you go. Most of this will come from just bits and pieces. Actually, you know, I'm going to use this. This was on the ground, so I'm going to use it to my advantage. Sometimes take pieces that you didn't think were usable, make them into something you can use. I'd like to see that on Melting Memory page. Take something that you thought, it's a piece of crap, and melt it into something else. Make it work for you. Don't make it so it won. Make it so you control the glass, and not the glass control you. It's fun when you're working together with in its parameters, I guess you could say, in its state, where it's at its optimum, and you're working with it at its optimum to create and make pieces that were, or pieces that are fun to look at and a little loop on it. Could be functional as far as making a 4 bead or necklace thing, and or it's all in what you want to do. Okay, let's put some eyes on this guy. You know me, my 2 toes, I've got to do just 2. I'm going to try to make about 2 or 3 things from this stuff. And again, that's the idea, is to take what was 5 minutes ago something somebody would have thrown away, and now make it into something that somebody would pay a few dollars for. The ultimate goal: get paid for what you do and enjoy it. That's the fun part. And enjoy it. Okay. Now I'm going to put a loop under his chin, or bail, or whatever you want to call it. One of these days I'm going to put it sideways. Matter of fact, I will the next one, if I can. Nice little goes out. And I usually start here and make it sure it's a good weld on one of them, and then sort of bring it back into itself and make sure it's another good weld to bring it together. Oops, not quite there yet. There you go. And now just let it flow into itself. And yeah, it's starting to collapse, and that's where a good graphite reamer comes in handy to flare it out a little bit so that it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. And there we go. I love my creations. Now, instead of just having it flat and straight, boom, like that. It wasn't supposed to come off at that time, but that's the way life is sometimes. Put that back on there. Get on there. What's the matter for you? Okay. Now I'm going to add some curves to it. And the curves sort of make it look like it's running around, live, moving, not just stiff as a board. And usually the curve that I put to the body, I reverse it to the neck and head, so it goes in the opposite direction. There we go, see there? Gives it a little bit of, I guess you could say, life. Okay. Now the tail, I usually, again, from the curve to the body, I usually curve it in the opposite direction of the one that I did to the body. It's just fluid movement, I guess you could say. Surprising how just simple gestures can make it look like go from hoop to ah. Okay, next thing. This is soft gloves. This is a piece of Mountain Dew bottle, and it helps to have a piece of Mountain Dew bottle to put it to. Just so happens I had a piece sitting here. And when you're doing this is even more so that you've got to really ease it in and flare it out, because it can and will and has and does explode. Can't explain it, so you just got to wave it in and keep waving. And when you think you've done it long enough, do it even longer. And then when you finally see some of the edges starting to see, even then, but it's at the right temperature right now, it's not going to explode anymore. Now, of course, I want to just take the chunks that I can and put them together. There we go. There's probably one more that I can put into the mix. Yeah. Doesn't look like much now, but give it a little bit of flow. This one said sea turtle to me, so I'm going to try to see what I can do to make it into a sea turtle. Okay, finding another piece of the Mountain Dew Bottle Green, which of course is not available at the moment. So I've got to make do. I'm going to put it to a piece of boro. It'll of course break off at that spot, but it'll hold for the time being, if you know what I mean, while you're playing with it. Sort of like a punte that will definitely tap off in the right spot. Yeah, it said sea turtle to me. Let's see if I got enough to make a sea turtle out of this guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's start right here. Oh wait, right about, it's going to be a small one. And again, this was a piece of glass, a shard of glass that you wouldn't have even said, oh, let's throw that away. It's junk. It's a piece of glass. Okay. Now let's put some things to this guy. Hopefully that punte will last long enough to do the deed. Boro punte. Yes, I've done many of these guys. But to show you from start to finish, from a shard of glass, I've done it a few times, I know. It's a challenge of taking something, again, that 5 minutes ago was just a piece of glass that somebody could have thrown away and forever been not missed. And now it's a melting memories treasure. Now, a loop or bail. Put it out underneath his chin again. Oh, I thought I heard it crackle at the top of the punte. Okay, let's tap it off. Oh yeah. Now I'm going to fire polish the top of this thing. That was a cold weld that I just did to his nose so that I could get to the top. Fun part is you've got all this glass, and especially this temperature of glass, this type of glass, and how fluid it is at a low temperature. The fun part is to make it so that it still looks like the sea turtle while you're melting more pieces of glass into it, type deal. There we go, fire polish, and we got one sea turtle pendant. This one was left over from my Christmas ornaments from last Christmas, and actually, you know what? It's getting to be that time that I need to start thinking about making Christmas ornaments again so that I'll have enough ready for up and coming. But we'll get back to that in just a second. Look at this one. This one is telling me something. Almost want to say a sea turtle. Snake? Let's try a snake. Just a simple S-curve snake. Reptiles, I know. That's what they seem to want to be. We all have those days, don't we? Okay. Crimp his neck, sort of. Crimp his hand. There you go. Flatten it a little bit. And now the rest is... okay. Blue eyes. Close enough. Well, that got more to the eye than I wanted, but that's okay. This time we're going to put the loop under his chin right now. Something to hold on to. You can sort of make it into his tongue too at the same time. We'll get there. Yep. Now, cold welded is underneath his tongue. And now just make him swivel and swerve all the way around. See if this works. If you guys are not aware, I do have another web channel on YouTube called Piping Hot Art Glass, and that's dealing with my pipes that I've been making. Right now I've only got like 6 videos on there, but that is about to change. I've got 2 of them in the works that I want to really, oops, graceful, it dropped and I don't know where it dropped to. Oh, there it is. Way over there. Not way over, it's way over there. Okay, fire polish where it came off, and we'll look at that later. Now we got a snake, we got a lizard or salamander, and a sea turtle, all from stuff that was going to be thrown away. Now let's try to get something else done. Ooh, here we go. Simple but effective. Okay, you ready for this? Let's see if this works. I'm going to have to add more glass to this. Clear, of course. I want to see if this works. It's going to be a small one. Of course, you got to warm it in. Stress happens if you don't. Okay, it's doing fine. It's getting there. And now, I'm going to fold it in half. Like so. Mash it together a little bit. I haven't been using much. I've been using the 10 liter per minute concentrator at the moment. I'm not really putting a lot of flame on it. I mean, a lot of flow going on, but it's doing the job it needs to do. Okay? And here we go. Does it look like what I'm looking for? Won't know until it finally happens. Okay, let's see here. Leave that off. Now I'm going to twist. Oops, this is getting a little warm on the fingers. There we go. Again, this is small and short stuff. I know it's, but this is the homework base, I guess you could say. I'm going to give it a try. See if you guys can come up to some challenges. I'm going to do some challenges like these and see what you can do, and show it off on Melting Memories Facebook webpage, and I'll put the connection right down. You don't have to be a member, I don't think, to post, but if you want to be a member, that's a great thing too. That you can show off your work, and I tend to show off mine there too, but that's because I'm trying to spur you guys on to get some inspiration to do some stuff. just because, and my stuff is not exactly high quality. I say that in all humility. But it gives you direction to go on. It gives you something to strive for. It gives you something to say, hey, it's not that bad, is it? Okay. Now we're going to add a little bit more glass, and I'm going to heat up some more flame here. Oh yeah. There we go. And with this, I'm going to, after this little marble thingy, oh, I gave it away, darn. And after this little marble thingy, I'm going to call it quits on this show, because it's already getting to be longer. Well, it's going on 25, 30, 40 minutes. I'm not sure. But that's okay. That's what it's all about. Now I'm going to layer more clear over the marble. And the thing about marbles is the little thing inside with all the clear glass around it magnifies it and makes it look a lot bigger than it actually was, which is pretty cool. Marbles are really fun to play with too, in that you can do anything you want to them as long as you make them round afterwards. And with the overhead shop light that I do have, it comes in handy in that it helps me to realize where the divots and pits and stuff like that are going on inside the marble. Okay, what am I looking for, and where's the right here. Heat up and melt down one side like I'm doing. And again, the way that I put the lines between each layer of glass, and start at one end and work my way back to the other. Most of the air lines compress and work their way out of the glass, so you will not have too many air bubbles, but if you do, that's fine. There you go. Swirling it in. In this case, most of the airlines or airlines did not clear. There's one or two little bubbles in this, but that's okay. And when you're spinning, you're not trying to press it in there. You're trying to sort of lightly put it in and spin it around and find out, and it sort of helps it to smooth out the tops, the highs and the low points, and then you just keep heating and spinning, and it helps even it all out. If and you knowed what I mean, sir. Okay, the corkscrew is looking really good. Let me see if we can let it cool down a little bit so that you can sort of see the, there it goes. The corkscrew spirals going on inside that thing is really nice. Now I gotta do a cold weld to this side of it and work on the bottom. And I've not really been trying to do this hot and heavy. I've just been trying to melt the glass evenly and slowly and steady and work it into one piece of glass. Flow and let it flow. Right? There we go. Sweet. That's one end. Now usually when I do a marble, most people do it top to bottom, and that's it. But me, 9 times out of 10 I like to do it side to side as well. Ouch, I just poked myself good. Okay, here we go. Now again, I put a cold weld there, cap it off there. Oh yeah, it happened the first time like that every time, right? No. But as you can see, there was a little bit of a bump going on, but it'll all flow back into the piece. And I usually at this point sort of let gravity work for me, and it's going to teardrop, elongate it a little bit, teardrop it that way. And then you could tilt it back the other way and it'll round into itself again. And that sort of helps melt everything together that's inside the marble. It's kind of interesting that way, but it works. Okay, people? Okay. Now again, we're going to do another cold weld over here on this side of this bugger. Do the exact same thing. And then this will be done. Okay. Challenge. Make something out of something you thought you were going to throw away and it wasn't worth it. Make it look good, better than it was 5 minutes ago. And again, you're your own worst critic. You think it's bad, but guess what? Other people might think it's pretty. Show a picture of it on Melting Memories Facebook page and let everybody give the thumbs up. Tell you how you're doing. Okay? I appreciate you guys being out there, and I'm thankful that you are. It has made some rough times in my life a little easier to get by. Oops. Getting to that divot point. So you can fire polish it at it. There we go. There we go, people. And we've done the marble, we've done the sea turtle, the snake, and so that's a few things. Thanks for being there. As always, carpe vitro, and enjoy your